Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is 1v1 Upper Scout Finals between Michael Elite X, X Michael Elite X, and Soviet Commander. Not sure why Michael's not moving. Michael got a little head start. Lagged or something. Soviet seems like he's going right with his light soldiers and his scout. Well, Michael seems to be starting his units out proper way. Seems like he knows how to play Void properly. I assume Soviet's just going to attack one plant with all 3 lights and then use a scout to probably plant at every super. But it seems like Michael's using the standard way to play Void. Both parties are... Oh wait, Soviet planted a nuclear at CC. That was a major mistake. Oh, and now his Soviet's 3 lights are just idling. Yep, Michael's planting powers everywhere. Exactly what you're supposed to do. And it seems like... Not quite sure what Soviet's up to. Just idling over at his super over there with his lights. And is he sending 1 light soldier over? I assume he is. Michael already has a massive CPM advantage right now. And it seems like Soviet's finally going to go over and plant at every super. Michael's bringing over his 2nd light soldier and seems like he'll probably plant, or he's already planted, but he'll probably gang up on that turret. Michael should by now probably have enough for the plant, which he just planted, I believe. He ended up planting here before he planted there. Now he's just going to send over his light. I assume he'll bring his light soldier over here, plant, while planting there. And is that 3 lights or is 2 lights over here? And it seems like Soviets has his scout idling. And yes, it is 3 light soldiers on 2 light soldiers. So it doesn't quite matter, to be honest. I feel like Michael has already won this as he has a massive CP advantage. But again, it's very early on the game, so I can't tell. 2 minutes in the game. Michael's 1 light soldier has died, but it does not matter. I believe his power plant will soon pay off by the time it has died. And it seems like Soviet ended up getting racks with nearly no CM. I wonder if he'll be able to sustain that racks. Because technically, Michael only needs to plant out 1 more super, and he should be able to sell CC with 1.5 more minutes. And then he'll be able to pump out more heavy soldiers and snipers if they do choose to do that. And is that a sniper? No, that's a heavy soldier coming out from Soviet commander. Well, Soviet has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150, and 160 CPM, which will most likely rise to 180. I think I counted that wrong. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Yeah, I think it's going to go over 210. And Soviet right now has 20, 40, 60, 90, 100 CPM. It seems like Soviet just spamming all those heavy soldiers coming over to one of Michael's plants. Never mind, he's sending 3 to another super. So I'm not sure if he'll be able to pump out enough heavies and destroy Michael's CPM or anything. It also seems like Michael's just bringing his light soldier along instead of sacrificing it up. Oh, it seems like Michael already got his racks up and he's moving his heavy soldiers to defend this super. I think he'll probably be outnumbered as the amount of light soldiers and heavy soldiers coming over from Soviet. And it seems like Soviet's also sending 2 heavy soldiers over to this plant, which Michael can turret once he sells his command center. Michael's probably just going to hold off to that plant for now. Or maybe he stole that light soldier, because I'm not sure where that light soldier went. Oh, never mind. Michael ended up placing that power plant. That means he can't sell CC. So I assume, no, he doesn't have anything pumping out. Oh, he did sell CC. Not sure what happened to that light soldier. Never mind, his light soldier is coming along slowly. Probably going to plant there. And as it seems, Soviet has taken this super as he's placed a turret. But not too much of a big deal at the moment. Michael still has multiple other supers. Soviet's not tanking for his turret. Michael can easily take out the turret right now, but he'd probably be taken out by the heavy soldier starting it. That wouldn't be a smart move. However, it also seems like he might be able to gain possession of super. Not quite sure what Michael's planning to do with his heavy soldier. Just kind of circling around this super. I think he's slightly confused. And it seems like this super has also fallen. Michael was not able to turret that. Oh, never mind, he did turret that. But it's 2 soldiers. Like, I might have placed 2 turrets instead because the racks are so close. But then again, Soviet does have a good amount of soldiers here. 4, 5 soldiers, and then 3 here. So he might be able to pump out 2 more and brute force that turret. So I'm not sure if placing 1 turret was a good idea. We'd probably place 2. And it seems like Soviet double turreted, but very oddly. Usually turrets are closer. While it seems like Michael has secured this super, leaving his racks unprotected, so Michael might just go around taking out the racks. Oh, and it seems like Soviet destroyed 1 plant and right now has his 2 heavy soldiers idling. And it seems like Soviet's chasing after this super, or maybe he's coming over to protect his racks, because I'm not sure he'll be able to pump out enough heavy soldiers for snipers. And no, it seems like he's probably going to this rack. Michael's back to defend this plant. I would have also probably put my light soldier in front and gotten rid of it by now. Seems like Soviet also forgot to sell his command center, unless he doesn't know that you're supposed to sell his command center. 2 heavy soldiers are still idling. And it seems like Michael just chasing right now, putting Soviet in a full retreat back to his power plant with 2 turrets. To be honest, at this point, yep, and Michael already has airport out and is producing helis. To be honest, at this point, I want to say it's over for Soviet, because Michael has a major CPM advantage. Not sure why he made it make a heli instead of turreting first, but I assume it's fine, because then you can go around sniping, taking out that nuclear, and then you can eventually just come out and then ungarrison all your helis there. Might seem like that this super might fall. I'm slightly unsure. It seems like Soviet has finally put his 2 heavy soldiers on the move to maybe this super or maybe super over there, which also allows Michael to replant with the power, as Soviet is right now gone. And it seems like Michael switches targets to his Soviet's soldiers instead of his plants, as he probably knew that he can't take out his Soviet's plant in time. And he switched back to the plant and has his first heli out, and I believe he might be able to turret, and he did not turret. That was a very weird move, or maybe he just wasn't able to. Don't know. Not sure, maybe he turreted over here instead. Never mind, he didn't turret, but he can turret here, and I would prefer if he would turret here, or I'd recommend. It also seems like he has 3 helis out and has... How many heavies does he have out right now? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavies. And then 1 light and 1 scout. I would have probably gotten rid of the scout by now. This also leaves Soviet's racks highly unprotected right now. It's just protected by 1 turret and a power plant, which the power plant won't last long. And it seems like he may have lost control. No, I feel like he might be able to pull it off. Never mind, it's 2 turrets. He'll probably have to retreat back from this and pump up more heavies. And it seems like 1 more super from Michael fell. Michael's right now turreting and finally lost his heavy soldier and, or not, his light soldier and scout. And it seems like Soviet's choosing to move on to another super. I think Michael invested too much into helis, because you can't do much with helis at the moment. I'd probably just end up turreting Michael still has not replanted on this super, which is surprising. And she should be pumping out more heavy soldiers, which she is at the moment. But again, I prefer turrets first. I feel like Soviet does not have the money or the CPM to afford turrets at the moment. Right now he's sitting at 20, 50, 80, 90 CPM. While Soviet is at, sorry, no, Michael's sitting at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Oh, wait, I forgot to count this. So Soviet's at like 110, and then Michael's at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 130, 150, and 160. So 50 CPM difference. Michael is planting and leaving around. Seems like Michael. I think that's Michael. No, that's that's Soviet. Not sure if there's anything in this heli, just because he brought 3 helis over, so there's 6 soldiers. I assume 1 heli is empty right now. Probably sent back here to pick up these 2 lights. Sorry, heavy soldiers. Also, I feel like 6 heavy soldiers for 1 plant is not. So I'd probably send 1 heli over here, and then the other empty heli back here to plant, and then I'd send the empty heli back over to CP. Which it seems like Michael's picking up his heavies, then he might go destroy this power. Not quite sure. Or he might go take out these heavies. Soviets PM with. And it seems like Michael has regained control of 1 super. However, he also lost control of 1 super as Soviet is marching over with a full army of heavy soldiers. I believe that's 8 because 2 soldiers are over there. Not sure if there's a soldier house. Oh, it seems like Soviet ended up selling his command center finally. A bit late, but that's alright. It also seems like Michael has started probably on stealth research. Maybe space, I'm unsure. And it seems like Soviet is turning heavily right. I'd probably bring all my units probably to brute force here. This one, you probably can't take this one out yet because there's heavy soldiers still near. And it seems like Michael is also planting here, and he's going to take this super. Not sure if he's going to send this heli over here to reinforce. Michael's heavies are somewhat low. Should be microing them by now, but I don't know if you can see it, or maybe he just lost attention. And now his helis are tanking for his heavy soldiers. Yep, and it seems like Michael is sending off heli over to maybe his racks, maybe this power. But at this point, if I was Soviet, I would have probably forfeited. Not sure where Soviet's going over with his full army. As you can see, Michael's somewhat splitting up his army. You're supposed to split up your army. Make DPS most efficient. And it seems like Michael has 1 idling heli right now. I would probably plant here, destroy the plant, use the plant, my own plant as cover and destroy the racks while ranging the turret. And it seems like Michael has ended up retaking this super. However, he's losing his racks at the moment. And it seems like Soviets has attempted to end up ranging Michael's racks, which was highly unexpected. A minor setback, but not too big. And it seems like Michael is right now brute forcing the turret and has lost 1 heavy soldier, and his helicopter is at half HP, while he has 2 idling helicopters at the moment. Michael has probably lost his helicopter by now, but is taking the rack successfully, leaving Soviet with two slots of soldiers, though I'm not sure if Soviet commander has realized his racks are under attack. And again, Soviet could just sell a few light soldiers or sell something if he doesn't have the money for a sniper. And at the moment, I'd probably be turning. Oh, never mind. Michael has gotten stealth. I'd probably say for sure it's now a GG. As you can easily just take this out, hide behind the plant. It seems like Soviet is still nuclear planting. Supposed to be always power planting. There's only a few exceptions, and as the rack survived, and it seems like the racks have survived, Soviet did manage to get out a sniper. Oh, and it seems like Soviet just forfeited. That's a GG. Congrats to X Michael Elite X for moving on to the lower Juggernaut division and winning the 1v1 Upper Scout finals.